to my channel. If you're here for the first time, welcome. Okay, let's get straight into it. Today I'm going to be talking about eyeshadow palettes that are good for more mature eyes. Not that I feel, I've got to be honest here, because it's kind of, I've been watching videos on YouTube and these palettes that they say, oh, more mature eyes, they write you off. Once you're 40, you're a write-off. Do you know what I mean? And I want to fight back. I'm going to do a Fight Back 40s series. I really feel that, because I think these days the world's changed. 40 is these days like, well, they used to be like 60-year-olds are today, 40-year-olds. And 40 is the new sort of 30. 30 is the new 20. People are getting younger in their attitudes, in the way they look, because skincare's the bigger thing. Fashion's bigger, hairstyles. I remember my mother even at 40, and she looked like an old woman. Now, I'm probably sure that to me, to my son, I look like an old woman. I certainly don't feel like one. But I just think in general, looking around at people, friends of mine who are my age, other women who are my age. Now, I'm well over 40. I'm getting nearer to 50, I'm afraid. But, I mean, I don't feel that I'm old. I still want to wear like makeup that young people wear. Why shouldn't I? Yeah, I might apply it differently, slightly these days, but I don't feel I should be singled out and told I can only wear neutrals and only wear mattes and all this lot. So I'm going to show you some really good palettes. Now, they're ideal for more mature skins for a variety of reasons. Let's go through them. That's the easiest thing to do. Okay, so let's get into it. First of all, it's got to be the Tarte palette. Tartlet in Bloom, this one, but any Tarte palette. The reason they're so good for mature eyes, apart from they're quite pretty colours, they are pretty and they're not necessarily just brown, you know. I'll show you like that. This one's ever so pretty. You've got pinks in it and, you know, lots of different kind of, you can do different looks. You can make it quite smoky if you use the dark ones. You've got your like lovely pink tones, and you can do very neutral. But it's the consistency. Because it's a clay shadow and they're so buttery, the clay glides over any sort of texture or wrinkles that you might have on your eyes. So it kind of applies a lot more evenly to the eye, making it look younger, not making it look crappy and old, you know. So I would say 100% any Tarte shadow. The Tarte Toast is a lovely warm palette that you can get hold of. Clay shadows are excellent. The next, now this one's a real hit. I've never heard of these before, and I will list all the prices down below in the description box for you, okay? And if I can find where you've got certain things from, I'll list it below. Tarte, obviously I got mine from the Tarte website. It was just easier to go direct and the shipping's not bad. But you can get them from sort of, I think it's Cult Beauty or Beautylish. I know you can't get Tarte on Beauty Bay, but you can get it on one of those two, if not both. But here we go. This one was a shock. This, I was looking on Amazon, okay? And like you do, okay? Even us old ladies do it, don't we? Blink. Now, I'd never ever heard of Blink before. So I saw this and I thought, what is it? And I looked at it and I thought, oh, it's a neutral palette. I see, it's another neutral palette. Till I started reading, okay? Now, obviously, being my age, I have crappy older eyes. Okay, now I read what this is about. It's ideal for older, more mature, wrinkly or hooded eyes, apparently. It's a gel, cream and powder consistency, helping to fill in lines, hence gliding over the surface of the eye, making it appear smooth. And it does. It really does. It is the weirdest consistency of shadow I've ever tried in my life. It's £39.50. There is a Blink website. Now, I noticed they've got an eyeshadow primer, which I bought. It's no good. Don't bother with the primer, okay? I thought perhaps if you use the primer, other eyeshadows would go on like this does. No, forget it. The primer's not that great. This stuff, however, is amazing. The consistency is like, I can't even describe it. It's like silk. It's almost, you know how the clay feels, anyone who's felt that. It's kind of like that, really buttery and silky, and it really does. I will do a tutorial soon. Excuse my hair, it's always in the way, this stupid hair. I will do a tutorial soon showing you just the difference it makes to your eye, because it really does smooth it out. So I would say if you've got older wrinkly eyes, get this, £39.50. It's still on Amazon. If not, it's on the Blink website. If they had more palettes, I'd buy more, but I think this is the only one they do. I do keep checking, but I definitely recommend it. That is my 100% recommendation. The next is a bit rare, okay? And I love it. I absolutely love this. And it's quite affordable. It cost me 15 quid on sale, okay? And it was on sale on Beauty Bay. Usually about 20, 25, so it's not expensive. When you think drugstore these days, I saw NYX palettes. They were coming out at £24.99. And I saw that Emily Noel's one. Looks really pretty. The wants and the needs. And I think is it the wants is the eyeshadow palette. 25 quid for Revolution, which is a drugstore. And I know it's big. Don't get me wrong, I know it's big. These are big palettes. There's a lot of eyeshadow in these. And they do bigger palettes. And they're 20, 25 quid, and I'm telling you, they've got the most unique formulation I've ever seen. They are so pigmented. These ones are about the size of I'd say a MAC eyeshadow, you know, like a MAC single. You will never get pigmentation like in Juviahs Plaace. The big palettes have great big shadows in, and the most expensive one I've seen is 30 quid. And they are amazing. They're very colourful. This is like the Nubian, this one's called. This is the neutral. I've got all the colourful ones too. But you might not be into that. If you are, this is a great base one to have for your crease colours. And then mix it with the colourful ones. Ideal. But you will never see pigmentation like in these shadows. And the reason I think it's good for mature eyes is have a look at the pigmentation. Just have a look. And they're so creamy. They blend away. Look at that. That's just one swipe. I mean, these glitters, you really need to see the coloured ones to get like the real full. I mean, look at that. They are, that came off a bit chunky, and they're not at all. They are just so beautiful. Really, I 100% recommend them. And I think the packaging's quite funky. I don't mind packaging like this. I think it's quite trendy and funky. It doesn't worry me. But that is another great eyeshadow palette. Ideal for mature eyes because of the blendability of it. Talking about blendability, this is a company that never let you down. Never. When it comes to blending perfect eyeshadows, it's got to be these. Too Faced. Now this is the new natural eyes. They've upgraded, it's not new at all, they've upgraded the packaging for the matte one and this one, and they smell amazing. Only trouble is, it's quite a, it's supposed to be coconut, but I think it's supposed to be coconut. I'll do it like that because I don't want to blind you with a mirror. But this is great for beginners too. This row here, I've got to see which way round. This row here is all matte, the bottom row. So if it was that way round, you see it's all matte. And then you've got shimmers. And then you've got matte shimmer. Okay? But it is beautiful. You can get a look from just using a line at a time. Or you can mix them up. But why it's so good is the blendability on Too Faced shadows. Any Too Faced shadow is amazing. And when you've got older eyes, you want it to be able to just blend away. If you wear a nice silicone, and I know people don't like them all the time, but a silicone eye primer, okay, you will not see so much crappiness, so many wrinkles. You stick one of these that blends nicely over the top. I tell you what, your eyes won't look old at all. You'll still look beautiful. I assure you, it'll look amazing. Okay, I mean, the next, this is my last one, and I chose this because of the fact it's got to be a basics for everybody, this one. It's not the cheapest palette in the world, but they're a wonderful make. They're just a staple. Everybody's got to have something by this brand. It's Urban Decay Naked Basics. Okay, now this is your ideal palette for any look. I mean, any look really, apart from bright ones, but you've got cool here, you've got warm with your oranges here. You can go smoky, you can go neutral, you can go played down. The pigmentation in Urban Decay is great. The blendability in Urban Decay is amazing. I mean, you can't go wrong with Urban Decay. They're like Too Faced and like Juviahs. You cannot go wrong. So I would say these 5 palettes, if you're the wrong side of 40, which is not old, I might add, okay, these are great palettes to own. I would highly, highly recommend them. I've got lots more, and I could say I recommend all of them, but 2 which I will mention, and they are in my top palettes for older eyes, but I expect them to be, and I'm only mentioning them because they are amazing. They are not affordable palettes, these. This little one is, I'm going to show you, but they're very expensive eyeshadows. Natasha Denona. This is the Mini Lila, and it's beautiful. But at the price they are, just for that, and I think that one cost me £42. I mean, for 5 shadows, it's a lot of money really. But they're like silk. They really are. The Natasha Denona, the sort of, I think it was the Mini Sunsets. She changed her formulation. It wasn't as good. And a lot of people were saying, and I had the tropical palette, and I wouldn't give you tuppence for it really. I mean, it was a waste of money. But I ended up selling it. But I will say with this one, it's back to more the old formulation she had in her big pro palettes. Beautiful. If you've got the money, Natasha Denona, I should say, these shadows are amazing, and it doesn't matter how old you are, they're gonna look wow, out of this world. And the other one is unbeatable. In fact, I think it's better than this, and it is my holy grail unbeaten eyeshadow for more mature eyes. You can be 70 and your eyes will look 20 with this, honestly, but you pay for it, and I'm sorry about it. It's Pat Mcgrath, guys, and this palette was, I think it was it cost me 158 altogether with the shipping. So it's not a cheap palette. How do I open it like this? Terrible, aren't I? Scared to use it because it's so much blooming money. But look at it. And they are like pure silk. They are, you just have to touch them and your eyes will look, well, the pigment, I can't even describe it. I can't describe it. Until you try these, you will never ever understand. Believe me, they are the most amazing eyeshadows you'll ever try. But you pay for it. That is the only problem. But if you are waiting for something, say for example, you're looking for a special Christmas present from hubby, you know, and you're thinking, what should I have? Invest in this. Believe me, all the Natasha Denona. And I tell you what, it'll be well worth it. But as I say, they're the other end of the scale. These aren't everyday palettes. But everyday palettes, the ones I've just showed you. The Juviahs Plaace at 20 quid. Well, 15 I paid. I think it's normally 20. I'm sure it is. I mean, like I say, the most expensive one I've ever seen, which is huge, was £30 on Beauty Bay. They're always on sale and their website. They're probably the most cost effective. And if you want the best results and you want amazing results and your eyes to just look filled in, blink and literally go to the website and have a look. Literally, you can't lose. Honest to goodness, it is amazing. And I tell you what, I've never seen a formulation like it. I've even tried emailing to say, please make more palettes, because if they did, honestly, whatever they've done to these shadows and whatever it is that they've put together, it just fills lines in. It's like a filler for the eyes. Honest to goodness, you'll look amazing. Those are my top palettes for more mature eyes, guys. Now, I'm going to do brushes and things, but I want everyone to remember, just because you're over 40, over 45 even, don't write yourself off, okay? It doesn't mean you're old. It doesn't mean you've got to stick to matte neutrals, because I see some channels on here and I have to laugh, really. I don't know whether to laugh or feel bad. You've got these beautiful women and they're younger than me. And they're like, oh, and I've got this neutral palette because now I'm the wrong side of 40. And I'm thinking, what? I mean, I'm going to grow old disgracefully, I'll tell you what. Not for a cotton picking minute am I going to sit there going, I'm the wrong side of 40, I'm going to go all matte and neutral. No way, Jose. I tell you, I'm going to be that embarrassing granny if I have to be. Not that my son better do that to me for a long time yet. But anyway, guys, I hopefully will see you again soon. Look at this Blink one. Seriously, look it up. It's well worth it. Or any of the others I mentioned. Because in seriousness, they're wonderful. If you've got crepey texture, anything like that on your eyelid, they are amazing. Like I said, Too Faced is the blendability. This and Tarte, it's the consistency. Natasha Denona and Pat Mcgrath, another level, but if you've got the money, they will look amazing. Urban Decay and Juviahs is the pigmentation. All of those will make your eyes pop. And, you know, you're not old. You're just getting going, for goodness sake. You're a youngster. You're a spring chicken still. And I gotta say, I'm not giving up on myself, so I don't want anyone else to either. Okay then, guys, I shall hopefully see you again. Do subscribe for more and take care. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye.